today we are the second largest metro line network. We commissioned the largest sea bridge, and now we are building a network of 7 ring roads all across Mumbai. You will be seeing those ring roads getting commissioned, and that will start very soon. I think that urban working and suburban living is going to be the biggest change that all these projects are going to make. Whether it is a bullet train, whether it is a metro, whether this network of ring roads, whether it is the underground network of tunnels that the Honorable CM has named as Paatal Lok Tunnel Network. Mumbai 3.0 will essentially be a 4th generation type of city, and it will attract data sciences, artificial intelligence, semiconductors. These are the industries that we would like to attract. Our focus would be to provide social infrastructure first and then do the other infrastructure later. That would enable us to build a more sustainable city in the first place, and secondly that would help us in generating better value for the project. Climate change is obviously a reality, and MMRDA is going to take a very concrete step on that, and we will make that announcement very soon. The future is Maharashtra. Within Maharashtra the future is MMR, and I say that this future shall be led by MMRDA. In the state of Maharashtra, because political support has always been there, and currently under the leadership of our Chief Minister Mr. Fadnavis and the Deputy Chief Minister Mr. Shinde. So this leadership that we are having at the top level is very pro-development. Therefore the decisions that are taken at the highest level, and once the decisions are taken at the highest level, then the rest of the things is a matter of process. So I'm happy to tell you that the FDI that we have tied up, which is something like 4 lakh crores of FDI that we have tied up, they have all materialized. Domestic line of credit that we have raised, which is around 5 lakh crores, that has also come into place. We have created a mechanism by which we pay our debt in time and we pay our equity in time. कि सुना है इस शहर में जिसके इरादे बुलंद हो, ये शहर उसे निराश नहीं करता. This is one line which defines Mumbai. And therefore in Mumbai the role of governance is enablement. If you are able to enable the people, and if you are able to make life simpler for them, then in that case the people of this city have shown over the past several years, or decades, and they will show in the future also that they can take care of themselves.
आपके फैसले तो बहुत बुलंद हैं और सोच के साथ हो रहे हैं सर. The theme today is through governance, globalization and growth, Mumbai's emergence as the global super center. If you were doing this chat again 10 years from now, or where do you think Mumbai will be? So 2 parts of the question. For the naysayers, what is your advice? And for the positive and the believers, where do you think that 10 years hence Mumbai city in the context of the world should reside, sir?
Well, for the naysayers, we have just got to go back 10 years. So when I entered infrastructure sector of this city, so that time the first project I was given to handle was the Mumbai Coastal Road, and I had the fortune of designing that coastal road, or rather redesigning it, changing the entire pattern, alignments, the estimates, and finally getting the work started. At that point of time, there are so many naysayers, from saying that Mumbai would be flooded, to saying that there would be a tsunami, from saying that the entire beach line would be destroyed, so on and so forth. There were so many agitations, and there were so many public interest litigations, etc. And the type of due diligence that we had to do to get those things done. The second project which comes to my mind is again the Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link, which I had the privilege of completing. Not starting but completing, but we were all involved when these projects were on the drawing board. So at that point of time, there was a discussion that the marine ecosystem would be disturbed. Flamingos which come from Siberia would not come. Path of the flamingo is affected. Then the flight path of the airports aeroplanes would become impossible, and so on and so forth. Now, fast forward 2025, and all these projects are well up and running in 2 years. Well, the marine ecosystem has actually improved. There has been lesser flooding in the city in those areas where the coastal road is there. The number of mud flats and flamingos have actually increased. So for the naysayers, I would only say believe in the science and look at what has happened in the past. So that tells you about what is going to happen in the future. Now, the question is that for those who are part of the project, they take the benefit of that particular project. For instance, in the New Bombay airport, there were people who had faith in us, and so we gave them plots of land near the airport, which is called as Pushpak Nagar, 22.5% plot of land. And we told them that you become part of the development. And we have also given many other things to them, like for instance, the education of their children was made free, and so on and so forth. So several other benefits were given to them. There were certain people who didn't trust us. So we said, fine, then in that case you take the money. So they have taken the money. Today, those who have taken the land are on the positive side. Those who have taken the money did not lose at that particular point of time. But if you see today, then the opportunity cost of what they lost is huge. So I think it's important to take an objective stance. The country as such, and even if you take MMR as a small region, there is so much to do. So obviously, if you're on the side of development, then the net value will be positive.
Very, very interesting take on how to convert an opportunity from what looks sometimes daunting. So if with your permission, if you can take a few questions from the audience.
Good evening, this is Gaurav from Brookfield Properties. Thank you, Dr. Mukherjee, for your wonderful insights. As infrastructure evolves and new growth corridors emerge, how is MMRDA ensuring that climate resilience and environmental sustainability still remain at the core of development?
I can assure you that MMRDA is thinking very seriously about that issue of climate change. And we think that somebody needs to know and somebody needs to look very scientifically. Why is there so much change in our weather? Climate change is obviously a reality, and MMRDA is going to take a very concrete step on that. We will make that announcement very soon.
Mr. Hiranmani and Mr. Puri after that.
Sir, you talked about the city and its infrastructure. Could we say Mr. Devendra Fadnavis mentioned Mumbai 3.0 would be $1 trillion economy. What's the kind of infrastructure that you're looking at around Mumbai 3.0? Because that is the future where everything is going to happen. And what's the timeline for that?
So, to give a perspective, this is Mumbai. I think Mumbai 2.0 was the suburbs, and then the city of New Bombay. And Mumbai 3.0 has to be a step above. So, the timeline for Mumbai 3.0 would be the next 50 years. If you look at Navi Mumbai, we started in 1970, and even now 1/3 of the city still is undeveloped. If you look at MMRDA, that is the BKC, which is only 200 hectares. Now out of that 200 hectares, we still have 37 hectares of land which is not disposed. So it is more than 50 years. So obviously Mumbai 3.0 will take its own time, and we do not want to build a concrete jungle, but Mumbai 3.0 will essentially be a 4th generation type of city, and it will attract data sciences, artificial intelligence, semiconductors. These are the industries that we would like to attract. Along with that, obviously the residential, commercial, etc. will come. Our focus would be to provide social infrastructure first and then do the other infrastructure later. That would enable us to build a more sustainable city in the first place, and secondly that would help us in generating better value for the project. The biggest advantage of Mumbai 3.0 is that it is a totally greenfield project. There is hardly any construction in that area. We have taken a decision that those who adopt the SITCO's policy would be compensated using SITCO's policy. So they would be getting land for land by the model I just spoke about, in which case they would get an FSI of 2. Mumbai 3.0 today, if we see, has 104 kilometers of developable land out of a total land mass of 323 square kilometers. So bulk of it is anyway forest. Our aim is to densify those forests, build up the green spaces more, and build a highly dense, high-rise, highly dense 4th generation city there.
And what a discussion, Dr. Mukherjee. What is your biggest challenge? The great work that you have done and you continue to do in MMRDA. Is it capital? Is it execution? What is the biggest challenge? One, and second is I know you've been very passionate about this bullet train project. What is the positive impact of the bullet train that we're going to see in this facility?
Thank you. I can only give my perspective. From my point of view, I don't think capital is a challenge. I do not think execution is a challenge. I think the biggest challenge that we are facing is attracting the right kind of talent. Because when we are doing a project, then if you work with the best, then you get out the best. If we are able to get people who know the job and who are self-driven, then obviously the pace of execution becomes huge. Now the bullet train is an extremely interesting project. The bullet train ends at BKC and the bullet train connects Ahmedabad, and it connects Surat, then it connects Vapi, and then it connects various cities in Maharashtra. Now, Mumbai-Ahmedabad corridor is not today's corridor, it's a very old corridor, and it's a very natural corridor. So the bullet train will end up integrating this corridor. But if you look at a very localized framework, then see, Thane is about 8 minutes. So if I want to work in BKC, I can live in Thane 8 minutes. Virar would be some 15 minutes. Boisar would be 24 minutes. Vapi is going to be some 30-35 minutes. So this is today I still remember there was a time I used to live in a place called Malabar Hill. And from my house to my office, it would take me 33 minutes. So from Vapi to BKC, I can come in that much period. And in BKC, we are building a pod taxi project which will connect the bullet train station and it will connect various stations that will land almost at your doorstep. So I suppose from Vapi, I can come to my office in BKC if I am fortunate to work there in something like 40 minutes odd. So this is going to be the change. I think that urban working and suburban living is going to be the biggest change that all these projects are going to make. Whether it is a bullet train, whether it is a metro, whether this network of ring roads, whether it is the underground network of tunnels that the Honorable CM has named as Paatal Lok Tunnel Network, or whether it is the double-decker metro corridors that we are building, which will build another corridor of roads all across, or whether it is the extension of the suburban rail network that we are doing. For people, for different segments of the population, it is going to make suburban living much more easier and affordable, and it is going to make these things work.
Good evening, sir. Absolutely delighted to hear this conversation. I think we are in a really rapid urbanization, urban mobility you talked about, but where all in this you see the Mumbaikars. What's your message to them? Because at the end of the day, the whole fabric has to work together.
I'm in Mumbai since 2011 and I'm seeing the change that Mumbai is happening, and by the grace of God I've been part of that change. But I always say that the future is bright. The future is Maharashtra. Within Maharashtra the future is MMR, and I say that this future shall be led by MMRDA.